Hello, my name is Travis Neal and welcome to Tango Rolling. Tango Rolling is based on the groundbreaking work of Yamana Body Logic by Yamana Zake. The premise behind Tango Rolling is that we're going to use these balls that you see in front of you to manipulate the body to create space. Now, creating space means that we're going to elongate the muscles, we're going to free up the tendons, and we're going to free up the joints. By doing that, we're going to promote flexibility in the body, we're going to allow the muscles to move freely, we will increase circulation, we'll improve the overall wellness and flexibility of the body without putting any stress or strain on it. The premise of Tango Rolling is that muscles, your body has a particular logic to it, and that movement begins with the skeletal system and goes outward from there. So therefore, when we're working the body, we're stretching the body, we want to do the same thing. We want to start with the center and the core, and we want to move out. Muscles attach in two places. They attach to the bones via the tendons or ligaments at the point of origin. The point of origin would be our core skeletal system. They attach to the back of the spine, they may attach to the ribs, they attach to the hips, to the femur, to around the knees, etc. And the way that muscles work is the movement begins in the joint and then it extends outward along the muscle. Well, we want to work that muscle the same way. So using these balls, we will roll on the bone itself to stimulate the bone. We will stimulate the tendons that attach to the bone, the ligaments that attach to the bone, and we will work from the point of origin throughout the muscle until we get to the point of insertion, which is the opposite end. By doing so, we will increase the space in the joints, the space in the muscles. Muscles, tendons, ligaments, which are stuck, are not going to move. If you've ever been tight, if you've ever been able to move so far and then you just stop, that's because those muscles are tight and they're not moving. You can stretch under traditional stretching all you want and it's not going to break loose. By using these balls with our groundbreaking technique, we're going to actually move, create space, and create fluidity. Now, let's talk a little bit about the different tools that we have here and how we're going to use them. Starting with the bottom of the feet, we're going to use either a foot waker or a foot saver. These two tools work the same way. They manipulate the bones on the bottom of the feet to create flexibility with the bones and the joints. They manipulate the tendons and the ligaments and the muscles on the bottom of the feet to create space. They increase circulation and they allow you to have a greater freedom of movement. This also unlocks our body from the feet upwards. The primary difference between these two, the foot saver is much smaller, and you can imagine that you can get in between the bones of the feet a little bit more with this. You can create a little bit more flexibility. It is, however, a little bit more difficult to use. It can be a little bit more painful, and sometimes for people that are just beginning, they find that the foot waker here is just a little bit easier to use. So we'll work through both of these and show you how to make the right choice for yourself. Now, we have 4 primary balls here of different colors. Each ball is a different size and a different thickness and a different hardness. The hardness is largely due to the actual rubber that we have here and the amount of air that's inside. The green ball is the same thickness of rubber in the ball as the yellow ball, but you can see they're of different sizes. So a smaller person, a more diminutive person, petite person, may find that this is a more effective ball getting in between the muscles than the larger ball. The red ball is the hardest ball. The black ball is also the same hardness, same thickness of rubber as the red ball, but you can see it's much smaller, much more targeted. So the black ball, being the smallest of all the balls, is going to be able to penetrate the joints the most. It's going to be able to get in deepest. But once again, you may find that it's too painful to use and that the green ball is a superior choice for your. Every body type is different. What you can work with, what you're comfortable with is different. And it's very important that we make the right choices when we work with these balls. In the process of our rolling, we're going to use all the balls, and we're going to show you how, in different situations, a different size ball is appropriate. Now, in order to maintain your balls, you're going to need a pump. You don't need this pump. You can use any pump you like, as long as you have a needle. You can use the pump to put air in and take air out. Last is a yoga strap. Now, we use the yoga strap just to give us a little bit of leverage in certain situations, to hold us up, to allow us to maintain a posture a little bit easier. You could use a necktie, a towel, a t-shirt, anything like that. We want to stress that this work is based on the body's logic. It's not something that's stressed or forced. It's not strained. We don't want to take this yoga strap and just pull very hard. It's something we want to do very gently. Now, when we're working with these balls, we're going to be using the body's natural weight. So we want to be on top of the balls. So in some positions, it may be difficult because your body's tight to get up to a completely horizontal position. In those cases, and I'll show you what those are, that's where the yoga strap comes in handy. Using the body's weight and its body's natural weight causes the muscles and the tendons, etc., to relax. It also creates traction. And by creating traction on those muscles and joints, it tells the body that we want to start here at this place and go down the muscle, and that's the direction we want the release to go in. Now, we also have over here a standard exercise mat. This is, as you can see, has a nice thick rubber to it, nice and cushiony. And this will give you quite a bit of assistance when you go to roll on this. You can use a yoga mat, it's just fine. You can roll on the carpet in your living room, and it's just fine. If you choose to roll on a hardwood floor, a gym floor, and you don't use a mat, you're going to get the most transfer from the balls, and it's going to be the hardest. So that might not be right for you. Now, the other thing is your clothing. Loose-fitting clothing, like I have now, you're going to find difficult to use because it's going to get trapped underneath the ball and the floor. So you might want to go for some tighter clothing, especially on the pants.